Meeting times have been a popular topic among city council members, why they're looking to change their meeting times once again in just a moment. Plus, law enforcement agencies from across the state are discussing counterterrorism, how they're learning from domestic and international incidents ahead.
And we are in for an absolutely gorgeous afternoon with lots of sunshine, but I'll have the full forecast coming up.
Live from your local news leader. KAMR Local 4's Today in Amarillo in high definition starts now.
Good Wednesday morning. It's September 12th. I'm Maggie Glenn in for Angelina Perez. Thanks for waking up to Today in Amarillo. More on those stories coming up in just a bit, but first let's look at your weather with meteorologist Brittany Trumpy. Hey Brittany.
Good morning, Maggie. Right now we are seeing some cool and calm conditions throughout the Panhandle. If we take a live look outside, you can see the city is all beautifully lit up. We don't really have too much in the way of clouds or anything, mostly clear skies. Temperatures at their lowest so far down to about 61 degrees. We do have some nice breezy conditions out of the south at about 14 miles per hour, and those are going to be sticking around as we head throughout the rest of the afternoon. Current temperatures throughout the area, again, everybody has dropped down into the 60s. Clayton all the way down to about 59, so a nice cool start to your day. For your bus stop forecast, as you're getting ready to leave the house, you're going to see, again, nice conditions, about 61 degrees. We're going to see around 7 a.m. Right around noon, temperatures up to about 79. A nice cool start to your day, but a pretty pleasant and sunny afternoon. I'll have more details coming up in just a little bit, but for right now, I will send it back to you, Maggie.
Brittany, thank you. A canyon man is dead after a wreck in Texas County, Oklahoma. It happened just after 4 yesterday afternoon at State Highway 136 and County Road AA south of Guyman. 49-year-old Mickey Dean Huddleston of Canyon was at a stop sign when a second vehicle traveling north on State Highway 136 left the roadway. That vehicle went through the ditch, hitting Huddleston. Huddleston died at the scene. We're told both drivers were not wearing their seatbelts. The driver of the second vehicle was taken to University Medical Center in Lubbock. The new city council meeting times have caused a lot of discussion among the people of Amarillo. We are your local election headquarters. Yesterday at the meeting, the City Council talked about the structuring of those meetings. They discussed public comment and meeting frequencies. Another idea that was discussed is alternating between having work session and City Council meeting every other week.
We would still be meeting every week. It's just that we would be focusing on one area or another. It would be very manageable and very consistent with what the lion's share of the cities across the state do.
According to Miller, the city charter does specify that the council meets once a week. He says it does not specify what type of meeting. So moving the meeting to every other week could be a possibility without holding a vote to change the charter. The Amarillo City Council passes the first reading of a proposed tax increase. If approved, the tax rate will be raised by 1.8 cents. That would equal about a $19 increase on an average home. The city says the increase is caused by the bonds passed by voters in 2016. The Amarillo ISD Board of Trustees has appointed a new member. Robin Malone, who is a legal studies coordinator at Amarillo College, was chosen unanimously to fill the vacancy left behind by James Allen. Malone will serve on the board at least until the election of 2019, when she would have to file to run for re-election. Malone is an attorney who joined the Amarillo College faculty in 2015. She helped acquire a grant to launch the AC Legal Clinic. For more from your local election headquarters, you can head over to myhighplains.com. The Texas Police Association's annual counterterrorism conference began yesterday, and the agenda includes discussing international and domestic terrorism. The conference brings law enforcement agencies from across the state to the Texas Capitol. It begins every year on 9/11, and organizers do a number of case studies on incidents that have taken place. This year, that includes analyzing what worked and what didn't work in the Las Vegas shooting and Austin bombings.
We want to work together in a unified effort to fight terrorism and to share information and to share new things that are happening out there in order to safeguard the citizens of Texas.
Law enforcement agencies will also cover issues of narco-terrorism and human trafficking. A federal grand jury has indicted 5 people who were arrested after authorities allegedly found nearly a dozen hungry children at a makeshift New Mexico compound on charges of firearms and conspiracy. The 5 suspects who were arrested in August after a raid on a compound in Amarillo are scheduled to appear in court today to be arraigned on the indictment. The conspiracy charge alleges that the defendants stored firearms and ammunition at the Taos County compound. It charges they engaged in firearms and tactical training as part of their plan to prepare for violent attacks on the government, military, educational, and financial institutions. All 5 could face between 5 to 10 years in prison if convicted. President Trump and other government officials issued a strong warning to residents all along the coastline of the Carolinas. Get out now while there is still time before Hurricane Florence makes landfall. The president spoke to reporters Tuesday after being briefed on storm preparations in the Oval Office. While Mr. Trump said the federal government is, in his words, totally prepared for the Category 4 storm, he and FEMA administration Brock Long warned of the devastating impacts and urged residents along the coast to leave. Many coastal residents in South Carolina heeded those warnings Tuesday and evacuated, and all traffic on Interstate 26 flowed west to allow for mass evacuation. And in North Carolina, residents spent the day boarding up their homes, preparing for the worst while hoping for the best.
This storm is going to be intense, likely historic, and deadly. And we're asking people not to try to ride out a monster.
Florence is expected to arrive late Thursday. The Don Harrington Discovery Center has officially been recognized as a No Excuses University program. That's in this morning's Good News. According to their website, the No Excuses University Network of Schools is a diverse and dynamic association of like-minded schools and education organizations from across the country. Although the Discovery Center isn't a school, the NEU founders recognize the positive impact a science museum has on the community. An official statement from the Discovery Center will take place at a press conference later this morning. You can catch the full story tonight on the news at 5. It's now 5:37. It's time to take a look at your weather with meteorologist Brittany Trumpy.
Good morning, everybody. Here's a live look at our downtown tower camera. Again, you can see the city is all beautifully lit up. Right now, we are seeing an absolutely gorgeous start to the day. Nice clear skies. Temperatures dropping down to about 61 degrees. We also have a really nice wind out of the south at about 14 miles per hour, so it is an absolutely gorgeous start to your day. Current temperatures throughout the region, everybody is seeing those cooler conditions, about 65 down in Clarendon. Childress is just a little bit warmer, up to about 69. Clayton, they drop down all the way to about 59. Tucumcari looking at about 64 degrees. National temperatures, again, you can see we are in those cooler conditions as we head towards the Gulf. A little warmer down towards Houston. They're looking at 77 degrees. 65 up towards Denver. San Francisco, they're starting off at about 55 degrees right now, so it's a little cooler out in the Bay Area. For your ag forecast, drying potential is going to be up in the very high category. Pan evaporation topping out at about 0.38 inches. Morning humidity of 90%. That's going to be falling throughout the afternoon. We're going to see lots of sunshine. We're going to see a afternoon humidity of about 35%. Your soil temperatures are just a little on the warmer side. For your future sky forecast, again, you can see beautiful clear skies after those clouds move out of our eastern counties. About 87 degrees in Clarendon, 89 for Amarillo. For tomorrow morning, we're going to see pretty similar conditions. A couple more clouds lingering, but again, temperatures are going to be pretty much the same, about 62 for Amarillo. For your 7-day forecast, again, you can see today that beautiful high all the way up to about 89 degrees. Breezy conditions, lots of sunshine. A couple of cirrus clouds start to pop in as we head towards the afternoon, but all in all, a great day ahead. Thursday and Friday, we see lots of sunshine for the Chamber of Commerce barbecue on Thursday. Tomorrow, we're going to see absolutely gorgeous conditions. Saturday for the Tri-State Fair, absolutely gorgeous once again. Daytime high up to 87. Just a couple more clouds, maybe some spotty showers, but all in all, we are settling into a very sunny and dry pattern for the week ahead. But again, enjoy the warmth while it lasts. Make sure you head over to myhighplains.com for your interactive radar and 7-day forecast. Right now, it's 61 degrees outside, and I will send it back to you, Maggie.
All right, Brittany, thank you. It's now 5:39. Still ahead, Apple fans have a reason to be a little excited today. What could be unveiled at the company's annual event next? Plus, you might see less $5 footlongs the next time you go to Subway. Why the restaurants aren't required to offer that deal after this.
from your local news leader. You're watching Angelina Perez and meteorologist Chris Martin. Today in Amarillo, in high definition, continues.
Apple is expected to announce 3 new iPhones today. That's in this morning's consumer news. Rumors have been swirling for weeks about just what is coming next for Apple's iPhones. The tech giant may not revolutionize the hardware in its lineup this fall, but the pricing could see some changes. Apple could unveil as many as 3 new iPhones, with the possibility of a low-cost version of the revolutionary iPhone X. Many consumers are also hoping to get their hands on AirPower this year, a wireless charging mat that was introduced at last year's presentation but has yet to hit the market. A new Pew Research Center survey finds that a majority of American adults say they at least occasionally get their news on social media sites. In fact, about 1 in 4 Americans still turn to Facebook for news. That's basically unchanged since last year. At the same time, a majority of those individuals say they have concerns about the accuracy of the news they see on social media. YouTube is the second most commonly used social media site for news, followed by Twitter. Subway's CEO told USA Today that Subway stores won't be required to offer the $5 footlong deal any longer. However, franchises can still sell the classic $5 deal if they choose to. The $5 footlongs were brought back to Subway's menu last year, causing an uproar from franchisees who complained of slim margins. The sandwich chain is said to have some new things in the works, including testing some paninis at California stores. That's your morning's consumer news. Now let's take a look at your weather. Here's meteorologist Brittany Trumpy. Good morning, Brittany.
Good morning, everybody. Right now we are seeing a pretty nice start to the day. Temperatures are sitting at the 60s and 50s throughout the region. Right now here downtown we're looking at about 61 degrees. Again, we have mostly clear skies. We saw an absolutely gorgeous night overnight last night. Beautiful clear skies, not too much in the way of clouds or anything. We also have some really nice breezy conditions out of the south at about 14 miles per hour. For your almanac for today, we are expecting a daytime high all the way up to about 89 degrees. So it's going to be a little warmer than that normal high of 84 degrees that we're used to for this time of year. Right now we are at our coolest of about 61. We might get a couple degrees cooler as we head towards morning, but we are not going to get too close to that low of about 58. We should remain a little above that, so we're going to have a little bit of a head start. For upper level winds, we continue to see a large ridge of high pressure throughout most of the United States. That is what's going to lead to this boring weather pattern that we're going to see this week ahead. It's going to be lots of sunshine, not too much in the way of showers or anything, but more importantly, you can see Hurricane Florence right off of the East Coast right now. If we look at the official projected path for Florence, she is going to continue to move north and west throughout the region. Right now she is a Category 4. Once she starts heading towards shore, she is expected to weaken down to about a 3 or a 2, but the main concern with this is again flooding even inland with this system. As we look at our UV index for today, it's going to be in the very high category up to about an 8. If you're outside for 25 minutes, you're going to want to put on that SPF 30. For your travel forecast throughout the region, you're going to run into a couple of weather-related delays as you head towards the coast. Definitely down towards Houston and Austin, they're going to see some thunderstorm activity. Here in the Panhandle, again, we are in for lots of sunshine. Even El Paso, they're going to see a nice, beautiful day ahead. For your 7-day forecast, again, today we are expecting that high all the way up to about 89 degrees. Nice, breezy afternoon, winds out of the south at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Lots of sunshine. Throughout pretty much the entire week ahead, we are going to see temperatures above average, slightly warmer than what we're used to, with lots of sunshine. Absolutely gorgeous conditions for the Chamber of Commerce Barbecue and the Tri-State Fair. Make sure you head over to myhighplains.com for your 7-day forecast and your interactive radar anytime you guys need it. Right now it's 61 degrees outside, and I will send it back to you, Maggie.
All right, Brittany, thank you. It's now 5:45. Still ahead, multiple couples decided to renew their vows together. Why they're celebrating more than just marriage coming up. Plus, do you think high schools should change their start time? That's coming up in our Facebook question of the day.
Today in Amarillo in high definition continues.
520 years, the combined total years of marriage 9 couples living at a retirement community in Illinois share.
Now, those same couples at the Decatur Primrose Retirement Community are renewing their vows together on the same day. Kenya Ramirez reports.
Many couples, including us young.
9 couples. 522 years all together saying, "I do" once more. Celebrating more than just marriage, these couples are celebrating life.
Every day is a special day.
And for some, well,
I'm getting old.
but getting old has taught them countless of lessons.
Oh, he's quite a talker. Well, he's a good dad.
Look at our differences and work them out.
And memories to cherish.
She was just turned 15 and I was 17. And we went to Decatur High School. She became a cheerleader and I a basketball player, and we fell in love.
He was a lot of fun.
I was riding with him in the freshman
We met in high school, but we met because my wife looked across the study hall and saw me and decided she wanted to go out with me.
Even for their kids.
Marriage is a commitment and it's blessed by God.
Above all, love has taught these 9 couples one thing about love itself.
The nice thing about loving, you don't have to tell him how you love him every day.
Oh my gosh, that is just so sweet. I can't help but like tear up a little bit when I'm watching that.
That just made my day, and maybe even my entire week just got so much better.
I know, and it gives us like something to look forward to, I guess.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Maybe. Now we're going to head over to our Facebook question of the day. The American Academy of Pediatrics has recommended later start times for teenagers. Chemicals in teenagers' brains change in puberty, which shift their body's natural sleep cycles by 2 hours. A parenting and child development expert says most teens cannot sleep before 11 p.m. or midnight, and their bodies need 8 to 9.5 hours of sleep throughout middle and high school for growth and health.
So we want to know, should high schoolers push back their start time? Head over to the KAMR Local 4 Facebook page and let us know. We'll share some of your responses later in the show. It is now 5:50
and 61 degrees outside. But first, we're going to give you our trivia question before the break. This is the question. So what state has a beaver on its flag? Is it Oregon, Washington, Montana, or Idaho? We will have the answer right after the break.
from your local news leader. You're watching Angelina Perez and meteorologist Chris Martin. Today in Amarillo, in high definition, continues.
Welcome back. We gave you our trivia question right before the break.
Yes, so here's that question one more time. What state has a beaver on their flag? Is it Oregon, Washington, Montana, or Idaho? Do you have a guess?
I want to go with Montana, but Brittany, I think I'm wrong.
What would be your second guess?
Oregon?
Oregon. Okay, well, your second guess is right. The correct answer is A, Oregon. Their flag is actually two-sided, and it's navy blue and gold. On the front is the state seal, like every other state, but on the back is a figure of a gold beaver.
I love that.
Which is actually the state animal. It's because the official flag was designed back in February 1925, and in 2009 they had a contest to try and redesign the flag, but the people of Oregon decided no, we like our beaver flag.
I don't think I've ever seen a beaver in real life before.
No?
No. Have you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Where? Like, have you seen
like at a
beaver?
Zoo, or I took a trip up to Canada when I was younger, and we saw a lot of beavers.
That makes sense.
Which is kind of random.
I guess I've probably seen one at a zoo.
You've probably seen a beaver.
Just not in real life.
Probably, yeah. We're going to move on anyway, and we're going to take a look at your weather right now. Right now we are seeing absolutely gorgeous conditions throughout the Panhandle. We saw clear skies overnight tonight, and they are going to stick with us as we continue throughout the morning. Here downtown we are seeing temperatures down to about 61 degrees, again mostly clear skies, and some pretty nice breezy conditions out of the south at about 14 miles per hour. Those nice breezy conditions are going to stick with us throughout the afternoon. So it'll be a pretty nice day ahead. Right now we're expecting, or for today, we are expecting a daytime high all the way up to about 89 degrees. So a little warmer than our normal high of 84. Nowhere's near that record high of 97 that was set back in 2011. Right now we are sitting at our low temperature of about 61. Normally we drop down to about 58, so we'll be kind of close to that. We might drop 1 or 2 degrees as we head throughout the rest of this morning, but all in all we are in for an absolutely gorgeous day ahead. Current temperatures throughout the region, again, everybody is seeing this nice cool start to the day, about 69 degrees in Childress, 61 here in Amarillo, 60 up towards Dumas and Dalehart. Clayton, they're all the way down to about 59 degrees. Tucumcari, they're looking at about 65. As we look at your future sky forecast again, you can see we do have a little bit of a surface trough sitting out to our west, but we are going to see calm conditions as we head throughout the afternoon. Lots of sunshine, breezy conditions to help keep you just a little bit cooler. These temperatures are above average compared to what we should be seeing. About 91 in Dalehart, 89 for Amarillo, 87 out towards Pampa and Clarendon. For tomorrow morning, we're going to see pretty similar conditions, a couple more clouds, but as far as the temperatures are concerned, we're going to see a pretty similar start to your day. So again, for today, that daytime high all the way up to about 89 degrees. Very breezy and sunny, and absolutely gorgeous middle part of your week. As we head towards the rest of this week and into the weekend, we see temperatures remain on the warmer side. Absolutely gorgeous conditions for the Chamber of Commerce barbecue and the Tri-State Fair. Maybe a couple of clouds pushing in on Saturday, but all in all, a pretty great day outside on Monday. That's going to be our hot spot all the way up to about 90, lots of sunshine, just a couple of spotty clouds. All in all, a very great week ahead, but nothing in the way of showers or anything like that. Make sure you head over to myhighplains.com. You can get that 7-day forecast and interactive radar anytime you guys need it. Right now it's 61 degrees outside, and I will send it back to you, Maggie.
All right, Brittany, thank you. It is now 5:57. Coming up in our next half hour, a company may be buying a few Rager Dykes dealerships. We'll have more on how this could happen next. Plus, Governor Abbott says the Lone Star State should ban red light cameras. We'll explain why after the break.